Kieran, first of all, how's the injury at the moment? Obviously, it's something you're having to manage. Are you okay for the league?
Yeah, I've been training the last 2 days, and that's the 2 hard days of training, and I think I've coped quite well with that, so it's positive going into the game.
The plan is to have an operation. When is the time scale for that?
I think the timescale can vary for different people, obviously, but I think most people are between 3 and 6 weeks, so it's not too bad, to be honest.
Are you planning to have it after the cup final, or is the part of you now, you Scotland manager, that you're looking to that now to postpone it perhaps?
I would love to obviously go away with Scotland, but unfortunately the operation's booked for a few days after the cup final, so that would rule me out.
Is that a frustration for you, or do you need to look at the bigger picture and say, I need to be fit 100% for the start of the new league campaign?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. Of course, you're frustrated, you want to go away, you want to make an impression with the new manager, but I need to think of myself long term as well, and that the best thing would be to get the operation as soon as I can.
How difficult has this season been for you? Because we've kind of seen you come into the team, make a bit of an impact, and then obviously you've not been able to get that run of games or finish all games.
Yeah, well, the first half of the season was great for us. I think I played most games up until Christmas. Then obviously after that it's been a bit in and out with injuries, but that's what happens in football. I try not to get too upset about it because it can happen to anybody at any time. I just need to kind of be positive, and I've got the right people around me. My family and friends that are brilliant for it, so that's what I say. It happens in football, and you just need to deal with it.
How long have you been suffering from your ailment?
Since before Christmas, probably. I first felt it, and then I kind of carried on. I got a wee break after Christmas, then I came back, and it didn't make too much difference. I played maybe 6 games in a row, like Hearts, Motherwell, and that. When the new gaffer came in, I played a few. And of course, since near the last few weeks, I've just been kind of in and out whenever I'm available to play.
Did you think it would have taken quicker, or been quicker to diagnose? Because it's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it started off with something else, and then from that it led to this, but it's nothing long term. The operation will fix it, and that's the good news about it all.
Is that the relief to you then that it can be sorted?
Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to get the autumn, hopefully get back fit as soon as I can.
We were talking about Scotland there. What's your thoughts on the appointment of Steve Clarke?
Yeah, I think it's very positive. The positivity surrounding Steve Clarke and what he's done at Kilmarnock is amazing for the whole country, and for him to be the national team manager is just only a good thing.
Do you think it'll give the sort of players a real bounce now?
Yeah, it will. So what he's done, as I said, is incredible. So hopefully it can happen with the national team as well. We can take steps forward and put up more of a fight.
You look at the fact that he's improved a lot of the players that have been at Kilmarnock. When you come up against Kilmarnock, they're very hard to beat. Those are things that will translate really well over into international football.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping. You're hoping as a national team, you're harder to beat. You can score more goals. You can keep more clean sheets, and I think that's what we're looking to do. And I think it's a great appointment to do that.
What do you think is possible for the current group under the new manager? He believes that qualification is still possible from the actual group. What do you feel about the potential for this group of players?
Well, if the manager's got belief, then we've, as players, have got belief as well in the manager. So if he thinks it, then we think it as well.
When you see where he's been, the clubs that he's managed, where he's been assistant manager, the people that he's worked with, and obviously he's a Scotland international himself. How do you kind of encapsulate what he brings to Scotland?
What he brings is massive for us all, the experience that he'll bring from all the different jobs, as you say, and the people he's worked under. So, but I think as players we already know what he's about and how good he is, so that's why everybody's looking so forward to work under him, and that's why I'm gutted as well that I wouldn't have the chance to make a first impression in his first squad.
What was it like playing against his teams? What made him such a good manager, such a success at Kelly from when you were playing against them?
They were so hard to beat, home and away. You knew you were going to get a tough game. It was going to be tight. If there was one goal in it, then it would be brilliant if you could win. That's what you're looking to do against Kilmarnock, because you knew it was never going to be easy. And they were obviously tough to beat, tough to break down, and a really good side.
And do you think he got, was that team greater than the sum of its parts? What I'm saying, like he made good players better? Is that the sign of a really good coach?
Yeah, well, obviously I don't know all their players inside out, so I don't know how good they were before, but what he's done, and as I said, how hard Kilmarnock were to beat home and away, not just against us, but everybody, all the big teams they've come up against. So yeah, massive for the national team as well, a great appointment.
What about the perception outside of Scotland, given the respect that Steve Clarke has? What do you think now? Will people take Scotland a little bit more seriously?
I hope so, but that'll come down to results. We'll need to prove that on the pitch before we're taken more seriously, of course. So yeah, it's down to the players on the pitch to get the right results and to get confidence up and spirits up in the camp.
But it looks like, with a good appointment, I know whenever they didn't get Michael O'Neill, it looked like it was a step back for the SFA, but this time it looks like they've gone for the right man.
Yeah, you're hoping so. As I said, there's no games being played yet, but hopefully with the right results, as you said, people take us more serious and we'll be harder to beat in that as well.
On the verge of a ninth successive trophy, what is the motivation for a player? What keeps you going back to the well, keep delivering? I
think for me anyway, every single trophy, one after the other, it gets better and better each time. You want that feeling more and more. So there's no added motivation, there's no extra motivation. We know what's at stake, and we know how good a feeling it is to win. And I think that's what makes you want to win so much. The feeling is so sweet, and you work hard all season for it. And to end this season off with a trophy would be a dream come true for everyone.
Does it get better? Do you enjoy it more? We see, celebrations with the fans, with the megaphone and everything after the game. Is that the kind of thing that motivates you? Is that what kind of drives you on to have that again? Yeah,
I'd say that the fans can motivate you as well, because they come, no matter the game, no matter the situation, no matter the weather, they're there supporting you. And if you can give a trophy back to the fans, that's what matters, and to see them celebrating, because they work hard Monday to Friday every week to come and watch us, pay good money. I know what it was like when I was younger. My dad would do it as well. We'd maybe working late to go to the game on the Saturday or the Sunday. So to give back to the fans is massive for everybody in that changing room, and I think that's what we all want to do. We want to win it for ourselves, of course, but more importantly the fans.
Because of the success you've had, because of the size of the club, the resources, the form you've been in, there's an expectation that you will get the job done this weekend. But with that expectancy, does that bring a different pressure, a different focus? Because at some point this run will have to end, at some point it will have to go. Yeah, the expectation's been there from every trophy we've won, but we can't let the expectation kind of creep into us. We know it's going to be a hard game. We can't expect to win. We need to go out there. Hearts will make it tough for us as well. So always a tough team to play against. They know what they're good at and they play at their strengths. So we know it's going to be a tough game and we're looking forward to another challenge.
At a young age, you've played so many, semi-finals and finals at Hampden. Does it just seem like sort of second nature now going into these big games?
Well, the first few times I went to Hampden, I was no luck. I didn't win the first two semi-finals I played, so I know how it feels to be on the other end of it, and that's why I think it's even better when you do win, because you know what it's like, and it's a horrible feeling getting beat when you're so close to a trophy. So hopefully that doesn't happen Saturday.
Do those memories sort of drive you on to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Yeah, I would say the memories and the memories of winning trophies as well. They both play a part in how good the success feels. You've had it, so you want it again, and you've had the downs of football, so you don't want that to happen.
Looking for the win bonus as well, so you have to pay for the meal of a few of the boys.
I knew that was going to come up there. That was a sore one, but I'm saying it was fixed. The team stitched me up for that one, but we'll see.
Is that something that happens often when the boys go out for a bit of meal? Is that you do play the kind of Russian roulette?
Yeah, card roulette, and I knew straight away as soon as we'd done it I was going to get caught, but I suppose I've had it before.
Does anyone ever shirk paying?
No, everybody does it, so it happens. It'll come around. Maybe with me next time. It's just your luck, to be honest. But I'm still going with it as a fix.
Kieran, do you speak to older members of your family or former Celtic players who maybe tell you to enjoy this, and do they put it in a kind of bigger context, bigger perspective, when maybe Celtic didn't used to win an awful lot compared to what's happened the last 3 seasons?
Yeah, of course my dad, he's been through it all with Celtic as well, every emotion, and you've got ex-players like Tom Boyd and George McCluskey that I speak to on a regular basis, so to speak to people like that, and I know myself how hard it is at times for being a football fan if you're not winning and that, so to be in the situation where you're in an Cup final and you're so close to a trophy, you just want to go that one more game and hopefully do it for the fans and obviously everybody at the club.
And it goes without saying, I mean, it would be unprecedented for a treble. I mean, what's your take on it? Can you put into words how big this achievement would be?
I don't actually think you can, and that because we said that last year, that the first year with the invincible trebles and the double treble, it just keeps getting better and better, and as I said, it's one more game, one more push from everybody in the change room who have been brilliant over the last few years, and we're all in it together. You know what I mean? That's the feeling of togetherness in the change room. You're fighting for the cause and you're fighting for Celtic, and it's just a real good team and a real good change room to be involved in, and it's a pleasure for me to play alongside players like that and people like Scott Brown, like my hero growing up and that, so it's a pleasure for me to be there.
Does it feel slightly different given now that Lennon's in charge? You had the hiccup in the middle of the season with the new manager coming in?
It doesn't feel you're fighting for the same thing. You're still fighting for Celtic, so the manager's came in and he's done amazing for us. The first 2 games, Hearts and Hibs away, were massive season defining moments for us, and we came out on top, so to do that and still be here where we are today after another league title and one more game, one more push for us all.
Neil obviously doesn't know what the future holds for him in terms of the club. Is there maybe an added pressure for the players to make sure you win it for his sake?
Yeah, there's so many things you could say is added pressure, but I think we know about it all. We've been in a cup final before. there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of talk, but we kind of just need to block anything extra out and just do the job on the pitch. It's another game of football that we want to win, so anything extra, hopefully we can just take care of it on the pitch.
Just to clarify, your injury, it was the hip, but is it a hernia operation you have it?
No, well, that's people have been saying for months it's been my hip. My hips have been fine. I always get asked how's your hips, but it's been they've been fine. It's been the kind of pubic area and the hernia area, so it's just in the inside and yeah, just double hernia.
Pelvic kind of injury.
Yeah. So it's
not hip. Right?
no hips.
Is that just number of games wear and tear is?
It's maybe a factor, but there's people who've had double hernias without playing 170 games, so it's hard to say what the thing is. It's just football. You get injuries, you get on with it, and that's what I need to do. I've had injuries before, I've had operations before, and I've came back, so hopefully I'll be looking to do the same again.